Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's have a quick look at SXP. Short and sweet video. There's not a great deal to say about it. It's just worth having an update on it, I think, really. So far it's been shaping up really nicely. Getting in at this trade around about these zones here, and since we've had the golden cross, we had a standard dump down into it, which is perfectly normal, and since then it's been steady away. Now we've broken above this level of resistance. Wasn't really much of a resistance, it should have been, and we had these two candle body closes over here from its previous all-time high. Since then it's pushed above it, retested it yesterday and today as support. So to me this indicates another push up. The next push up is likely to take place over the next few weeks, I would imagine, into May. So I do think that the only way really is up for this, despite having these massive pullbacks, which is something that we should become accustomed to with this one, which is why it's always been a decent one to have on bot trading. But whether or not you're bot trading, it doesn't really matter. The general direction is clearly up. So we're going to have a quick move over to the weekly. Not that this really means a great deal because the chart is so young, but we do have a conversion baseline cross over here, signifying a long-term continuation of this chart. Now, end of year, I'm sure this will be a lot higher than the target I'm going to give you now. And again, it's not a particular target for you to hold me to account to. But I think on this next big push up over the next few weeks into May, we're looking to see probably around about, and I would imagine, something along the lines of about a $7 SXP. So we have a look at these fractals here. If we try and balance these out, if there's some kind of match, kind of looks a little bit like that. So we've come down, we moved up, came down to retest it, brings us up to roughly around the $7 zone. Doesn't really matter which way you cut it. This seems to be the general chart progression. Obviously fractals and previous price action doesn't dictate the way it's going to move, but it has moved in a very similar way, even from back down here. Big moves up, big moves down, big moves up. These don't look big, but they are actually pretty big. They're like 25-30% retracements back down here. We've been getting exactly the same kind of movement. It's just that the wicks and candle bodies are actually a lot bigger on the chart itself. So look, I mean that there is a 34% retracement, so don't be fooled by the size of that candle. It more or less is the same as some of these that we're getting around here. It's very much the same. It behaves exactly the same way. So understanding that should allow us to recognize that this is probably going to continue with this big move up, big move down kind of chart formation, edging closer and closer to my next sell target, which is around about $7. As far as the indicators, these other oscillators that we use, none of these are overextended at all. Money flow index is fine, RSI fine, no bearish divergence really on this at all, not recently. So I would imagine it continues. We've got a MACD which might concern some people, but I'm not particularly concerned over it based on the way the chart's formed. Like I say, we're holding above here, and even if we break down from there, the centre of the Bollinger Band is creeping up ever so slowly but surely. That'll be at this level of support over the next few days. So I'm pretty confident in this one, to be honest. And whether it takes 2 to 4 weeks, I think the overall target is going to be around $7 or so. Obviously you could push through there. Now end of year, because there's a lot of development going on this one, and you might see people talk about $10, $100 SXP. I mean, that is all fine and well, but as far as the chart's concerned, with the way that it's working right now, based upon just this chart as it stands right now, I think $7 target is reasonable, and leave those $100 targets for the people with I don't know, more of a fundamental understanding of what's going on behind the scenes. For me, this is the only tool I've got going for me, and it works pretty well for the short term anyway. We are technically in price discovery mode, so who knows, $7 could easily be smashed through. It never fails to amaze me, some of these coins, when they really get going. So $7 is a target for me. Doesn't mean it's where I will sell every last single SXP token. I've been taking 25% of my balance, skimming off the top from these previous peaks. I did one there, I did one here, I did one around here, and again that taking selling 25% of my balance over and over and over and over again can go on indefinitely. Indefinitely. There's always going to be some balance left. It's just the way I like to take profit, especially on something as volatile as this one that does prove to come back down, especially when we reach in the top of these Bollinger Bands. So area for me, next main area is $7, and maybe I'll see you there. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.